Hi, I'm Carmen, and the reflection for today is taken from Mark chapter 14, verses 1 to 9, where Jesus was anointed at Bethany, and I'm reading from the ESV. So it was now 2 days before the Passover and the Feast of Unleavened Bread, and the chief priests and the scribes were seeking how to arrest him by stealth and kill him, for they said, "Not during the feast, lest there be an uproar from the people." And while he was at Bethany, in the house of Simon the leper, as he was reclining at table, a woman came with an alabaster flask of ointment of pure nard, very costly, and she broke the flask and poured it over his head. There were some who said to themselves indignantly, "Why was the ointment wasted like that? For this ointment could have been sold for more than 300 denarii and given to the poor." And they scolded her. But Jesus said, "Leave her alone. Why do you trouble her? She has done a beautiful thing to me. For you always have the poor with you, and whenever you want, you can do good for them, but you will not always have me. She has done what she could. She has anointed my body beforehand for burial. And truly, I say to you, wherever the gospel is proclaimed in the whole world, what she has done will be told in memory of her." Now, there are thoughts as to who this woman might have been. Some people say it was Mary, others say maybe it wasn't. But my reflections today aren't about that, really. There's a few thoughts that I have. The first is, what was her motivation? So what was it that made her lavishly pour this perfume on Jesus, this very, very expensive ointment? The NIV says that the ointment was worth a year's wages. So what was it that made her do that? Was this her offering? Was this her worship? And also, she had to endure quite a bit of stick, actually, to do that for Jesus. And we read that she was rebuked. The NIV says that people rebuked her harshly. So in order for her to do that, she went through a lot, actually. She, people saying, "What are you doing?" She was rebuked harshly. So for her to have that motivation to continue with what she was doing was a big thing, really. So what made her do it? And what does it mean for us as we bring our offering and our worship, as we bring ourselves to Jesus? My other thought was around, how did it make Jesus feel? What would that have been like for him? He was already on the road to sacrifice. He was already on the road to his crucifixion, and he knew that full well. And Jesus says that the woman had prepared his body beforehand for burial. But I also wonder whether what she did may have helped to prepare him in some other way for what lay ahead, maybe just deep inside. So I'd like to just share with you my expression of those reflections, and through dance and movement. And just bear with me whilst I just get the music on. Thank you.